Hey guys, this is System, and this is ATM9 to the sky. I myself am having a fantastic day. Hope you guys all are as well. Let's go ahead and jump forward, get back into this amazing pack. In between episodes, went ahead and set up 2 more reactors, so we're actually up to 3 now. I just added the water to this one. It looks like it's already throttled up. We're up to 95k on that one. This one's at 94, and this one's at 93. So they kind of move around depending on how full these bars are. I think actually using single items in them actually is better for keeping the power up. But I honestly don't care very much. So anyway, they're pretty good there. We've got about 300k just in that block. Over 300, I guess, when we counted our turbos, right? Also here, I created a few more seeds. So we have stone seeds. Haven't really done anything with them yet. We have Flux seeds. So we're automatically crafting Flux now, as well as silicon. So that's pretty awesome there. Then we also have dirt. We have our earth, air, fire, and water seeds. So we've got a whole lot of seeds there. Set up the auto crafting on some. Haven't really done anything with the other ones yet. The ones that aren't going to have, I guess, auto crafting. I think I did nature too, actually. Yeah, I did nature as well because they're right here. So I went ahead and got those all done. I did add a couple of the netherite upgrades in here just until I do something with these ones. I'm going to have to do something with bulk storage, I guess. Maybe I just throw a storage bus on this and do a void upgrade. That might be okay, actually. I could just do a storage bus, and then I already have void. Oh, I already have set to that anyway. Yeah, void overflow. So if they get over 65,000, they get voided off. That'll probably be what I do. Just storage bus that, then set the priority. We'll do that after. I'll explain it. But you set it to like minus priority, so it never tries to store anything else in this, right? So that's definitely a thing. Anyway, that's what I did there. Outside of that, didn't really do anything else. What I want to get to, I think, right away today is automate the creation of the Flux dust. So you go to the Flux dust here. They did update the pack, in one of the updates, I should say, is over here. They made it so if you're in one of the worlds that does not have a bedrock, you can do it with compressed obsidian. So that's obsidian 1x, so it's 9 obsidian compressed down. Then you're actually able to make the flux dust. But I want to automate this with AE. And I think I have pretty much everything we need. So let's go ahead and do that first, then we'll jump into some other stuff. So I think I'm ready to go ahead and get this automated here. So let's go ahead and grab this here, a flux block. Let's go ahead and set that up. Probably go ahead and just do the initial setup, then kind of figure out exactly how we're going to automate it. I think I have a pretty good idea, but I've never done it purely with A2 here. So anyway, let's go grab the obsidian. Do that. Go ahead and get that down. We're also going to end up with a click machine over here as well. I think anyway. Actually, let's do it like that. And grab ourselves the click machine. Needs to be pointed at that obsidian, like this. With that, we kind of show off how it's going to work, and then what we still have left to do. So that's good there. So the way this will work here is we'll have a redstone down there. We go here and turn that off. Now it'll be left clicking instead of right clicking. And then just turn it up a little bit. There you go. And that'll automatically, I guess, hit the obsidian. It gets crushed down. And then you get yourself your flux dust here, right? So that's going to be the kind of the method that we're going to do it. But what we need to do now, like that part was easy. We need a way to reset it. So we need to work on the reset first, because otherwise none of this is going to work, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and grab some Flux cable. Head up here. Come down this way. Where's this at? We are here. Do that. Probably come out around here, and probably need one here as well. So what we're going to do here is use a item. I saw it. It was from Extended AE. It's called the Active Formation Plane. This thing doesn't have to be on a subnet like most formation planes to make them work the way you want to, right? So all we should have to do with this one is go ahead and put it down. Put it like that. And then it should automatically place obsidian for us, which is fantastic. At which point, we go ahead and grab this one here, an annihilation plane, and set that one up right over here. And that should be able to destroy the obsidian. Cool thing about these planes, too, if you throw something into them, they actually absorb them as well. So that's pretty neat. So you can have ways of, like, throwing items into them, and they'll pick them up in the world as well. So that's good there. Now, the next part of that, I guess, is to actually have it so we can, like, queue up a recipe, send redstone, have it convert, and then have it picked up as well. So I guess that'll be the next part over here. And this part will have to be a subnet, right? Thinking about the way to do this. Probably this here. I want to make sure I don't have to do real janky cable. I'm going to have to do a little janky cable either way. So let's do that there. That'll power the provider. Our recipe is going to be 64 flux dust equals 64 redstone dust equals 64 flux dust. So it's always going to do a stack of it. Then we'll need a interface on this, right? So grab an interface. I'll be able to cover this all up with facades too, which is the joy of it. Let's do that. Then we'll have to get power to that cable, but that should be pretty easy. And actually be probably even easier to power from the top. So let's do that instead. It's going to pull the items out of the provider when we queue up a recipe. And then we just need to set up a normal formation plane, which if I do right now, is going to be a problem. Actually, we just do it this way. Do that. That right there. We can go ahead and grab ourselves our formation plane. Cool. Oh, wait. How'd you break that? Why is it trying to place it there? That's so weird. Anyway, let's break that then for a second. Go, and try that again. There we go. Right place. And right place. There you go. So now, the only thing we need to do, I guess, is get that cable powered, right? So right now, these are offline. They just need power. They need to be on a subnet, like I said earlier. They need power, but they can't be connected to the system or it won't work the way that we intend, right? Do that, and then I'll be able to cover this all up with sod. And they should be online now. There you go. And I think this is right. Oh, the one thing we should change here is in here. Blocks will be dropped as an item because we want to drop this redstone. And I think that's going to work. I know it looks a little janky here. Once I cover up with sods, it'll look nice and pretty. Let's go to Flux. Go to 10 of it. Should try to make 64. Hopefully drop the items. And once that fires, there you go. 10 flux dust. Just like that. No problem. That actually worked really well. And that was at 0.25 clicks per second. I'll probably leave that slow too. Just make sure no issue happens. But I think that completely handles that, right? I guess all I really need now is some anchors and to make this pretty. That was actually really less painful than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more troublesome. So I have that completely kind of cleaned up here. I'm just hooking these up to storage buses as well. But I'll show you the front of it here in a second. Just wanted to make sure we have our lava and our obsidian in the system because it wasn't really seen by it right now. Go ahead and do that and that. There you go. And look how clean that is. Like super clean. Like not too bad at all. You wouldn't know there's all this jank back there, right? If I go ahead and tell it to make 30 now, should have no problem doing that at all. See if it goes. There you go. Awesome. I should actually test it too. So let's go to redstone one more time. No, let's go to flux one more time. I want to try at 64 and make sure none are actually going into the annihilation plane before it's actually converted. Yes, it's working, no problem at all whatsoever. So that's perfect. Isn't that cool? That's a cool little setup there. I totally forgot to mention that I replaced all my grass as well. I decided I didn't want grass anymore, and we got a whole bunch of the kiwi blocks here. I just went with those as well. Used a ton of aluminum to do this, but really I don't have any other use for it. So anyway, that's the thing. What we're going to do now is head to the Nether, I believe. So I made this here a deep learner. Then I made some of these model frameworks. These are from hostile neural networks. With these, you right-click on my mobs, they'll turn into data models. Then you put them inside the learner, just like this, right in here. Then you go ahead and equip it as a curio here. And then you'll be able to level it up. And as it gets leveled up, you can put it inside machines and generate resources. My main goal right now is let's get us, I guess, some wither skulls. So I need some wither skulls here. And I want to automate the wither skeleton. It's kind of the idea. So I have a portal back here, nothing too big. Back here, we just go RTP. It's just going to a random teleport. And that should take us to a fortress, just like that. There you go. Super easy, right? Because the teleport will always try to put you on land, so it pretty much always puts you in a fortress. I don't think there's bastions right now, so we don't really have to worry about those too much. There should only be 4 mobs over here anyway, I think, right? Let's grab you. There you go. We got 1 data model. Go ahead and throw that into here. Now I want to go ahead and make sure we have all 4. Maybe run around, check some chests as well. The shaders are doing weird stuff in this place, I have to say. Do that. Then we should have some piglins around here somewhere. Go ahead and grab a piglin. That should be good enough for me right now. Go ahead and pop those all inside here. They're all inside. Now, as actually, if we go ahead and put that into here, you can see it in the top left there. I should get my sword too. Where's my sword, man? Where's my sword? We have so much protection and so many buffs right now. I'm not really concerned about mobs at all. They get slowed down and stuff, but you see there as I kill the wither skeletons, the numbers going down. It says 2 remaining. That'll get it to a basic model, at which point we'll be able to put it into a machine. So I just need to kill a bunch of these guys. Oh, my auras are killing those guys too fast because it doesn't matter too much. Like, just being around me, they're getting withered. I think they're getting poisoned as well. They're getting slow. Oh, I have powers there as well. I forget how that works. Is it? Yeah, you hold shift and look at a mob and it pushes them back. So I guess that's another one as well. So yeah, definitely a thing. Oh, this guy has a backpack. He may have some loot's in that. Go ahead and do that there. So basically nothing can really hurt me around here at all. I just automatically kill them anyway, and we regenerate as well. I'll check that backpack though. Do that. See if there's any good looties in here. We got here. Nothing too good. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. This guy doesn't even know what to do with himself. He hasn't even hit me. What is he, trying to give me a hug? I don't want a hug, man. I completely forgot I should grab some cardboard boxes as well so I could pick up some mob spawners just in case we need them. You can make them really easy with this here too. So in the compactor with the cellulose that we were using earlier to make the lily pads, right? You need to make this cellulose dust, at which point you just do this right here. There you go. Nice easy way. You don't even have to bother with any other method. So I have to say the shaders are actually making this area look really cool. There's like a weird fog effect here. Pretty cool. I don't know how much that'll actually translate, I guess, with the compression in the video, but that is so neat. I actually really like that. We got a spawner over here, so let's go ahead and grab that. Go ahead and grab a cardboard box here. Go ahead and just do this. There you go. Go ahead and break that. There you go. We got ourselves a spawner. That's how easy it is. I didn't even think about gas. I guess we don't need them. We already have like infinite amounts of gas here. But yeah, I can just literally run around and slaughter everything in this place and level up these things like it's nothing. It's actually hilarious how easy it is to get them up to the higher levels without having to run the machines over and over. I mean, I probably won't even get these guys too much. We get a boss here too. Go ahead and grab him. Use our power stare on him. That's kind of funny. But yeah, they can't do anything. It's so hilarious with this slow. Look at that. What do we get here? Some kind of perfect gem? Yeah, I'm not really too concerned about the gems, I guess. Yeah, just all kinds of junk for the most part. Guess I should go ahead and actually look at the chest here as well. Maybe grab a couple more spawners, then we'll head back. So I got myself a good amount of wither skeleton skulls, which is what I wanted here. These ones here actually craft up into them as well. So the little fragments, just go ahead and drop those off. There you go. See that there? We're up to 44. I think I only need 18 to be able to make a data model for the wither, which is kind of like my main goal here. With that, we'll probably go ahead and get that automated as well. Actually, we got my data models up pretty high too. So the blaze one's already 44. The wither skeleton ones are up to self-aware, which is the top. And then the piglin ones, don't even care about that one. It was just one I could grab. And then, yeah, the other one there, it didn't really get much because they were just instantly dying from my proximity. Also, I didn't get really much loot there. That's pretty much all I did. The only thing that was kind of new, I guess, was some of the stuff from Silent Gear. So this stuff and these bananas and these saplings, right? So these probably grow the bananas, right? I've never actually gotten into that part of Silent Gear, so definitely a possibility. Oh, and 2 spotters. So we've gone ahead and grabbed us another data model, as well as built this little kill cage for the wither. Just need to kill him 6 times, right? So it's not really that big a deal. I have another model framework here, I guess. I guess I just need to spawn them in and then kind of worry about it. This tinted glass is made for the wither, so shouldn't have any problems there. Go ahead and do that. Just make sure it's tall enough, right? Because most often, if you put non-solid blocks over a wither's head, he'll get out somehow. Anyway, let's do that there. And just let him spawn in. I guess I could have done this already as well. I'm really not concerned about this at all because, well, we are kind of OP right now. Go ahead and grab that. Do that here. Go ahead and put in the correct data model. And then go to town, right? And this sword should do pretty well against them. But yeah, we just take direct hits like it's nothing. I'm not really concerned, like I said. There you go. Done. Just like that. He drops you all kinds of junk, though. What is this stuff? I've never actually used these voodoo puppets. I just never, ever, use these. Apparently they can prevent death. But we got our first Nether star. Looks like we got another level here as well. How many I got? 4 now? I should probably spend these on something. Chain experience. I'm not going to die anytime soon. Yeah, maybe just this one. Proves potions. Isn't it? I thought it was potion duration was the normal one. Yeah, I'll take this either way. There we go. I need 1 more point, and then we're kind of maxed out on that. And I guess I just need to go ahead and fight this guy 5 more times? 5 more times. And I should put that into the slot there so I can actually see in the top left there. So I think I have everything I need here to go ahead and automate hostile neural networks. We're going to be using LaserIO to do that. So let's go ahead and grab this here. Need a recipe for this here. It is the prediction matrix. It's used in the process here. And I think I already have everything else. Hopefully, we'll kind of see how it works out here. We're just going to stick it in the wall over here somewhere. Let's do that. This right here. Go ahead and just give us a nice little 5 slot here, which is great. Grabbed us some of these here, the simulation chambers. This is going to be where the data models sit and what's going to produce the initial items. Then the loop fabricator is going to take one of the drops that's produced in here and turn that into the items that we want. So anyway, let's go ahead and do that there. Sweet, and we're pretty much ready to go. Let's clean up the other side too, just in case I need access. That looks good. Also, I want to grab our ability bottle and turn off glowing, because I really don't need to see those guys. Let's go ahead and grab that right there and turn that off. It's nice sometimes, but you don't always need it, right? So there you go. We've got a whole bunch of levels for no reason. So what we're going to do here is go ahead and get this automated. So the first thing we do is go ahead and grab an interface. We're going to be using this for power, so do that. It's also going to supply the prediction matrix to the machines as well. So if we go ahead and grab a stack of these, let's do a stack real quick, just like that. Go ahead and grab them, pop that into here, then give this thing a crafting card. So I have crafting cards right there. I want to give this an induction as well. Oops, I put the inductions inside the system. It doesn't matter. You see there, it automatically is crafting it up as it's needed. And it'll just kind of keep that slot filled now at all times and just try to always store 64 of those in there, which is what we want. Then we're going to go ahead and grab some of these here, the laser nodes. These are from LaserIO. Really cool automation mod, and we're going to go ahead and utilize that, right? First thing we need to do is go ahead and get this on a network, right? So right now, these guys can't communicate with each other. I'm going to turn off my shaders too. Hit K there, and it'll actually make it so we can link this up, but the shaders make it so we can't see the links. So if I shift or right click on one, and right click on the next, and then on the next, on the next, and on the next. See here, we got this little red line now showing me they're all on a network, and that's really all I need to do at this point. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. Next thing we need to do is go ahead and turn on our shaders because I want them back. And probably go ahead and set up power. Now we already have the induction card in here, right? So that's what's going to provide the power that we set up the applied flux the other day. We need to go ahead and grab our cards. Most of my cards are in here right now. Have them kind of split up so we gotta get them all organized and set up the way I want here. These are the energy ones here. So these ones here, I'm going to right click on that one. I'm going to give this one some overclockers too, so we can actually make it faster. Go to the extract here, and then we should be able to set the transfer amount and just hold control. You can actually do like 10,000 at a time. I think shift is 1,000, and you just left click or right click, right? We're going to set that to extract. Don't know if we need round robin, but I'll turn it on because why not? And let's go with round robin. That should be random, right? And that should be able to split it between the machines here. At which point we need to put it inside the cube. You have this kind of setting it here where you can look at all the different cardinal directions. We don't really care about that because we can access the top of the machine really easy. That'll make setting up these cards really easy. So go ahead and do this here. Just right click that on the top. That's now extracting. At which point we want to go ahead and grab the rest of our cards. So let's get that out of our inventory and make sure we have room for our 5 other cards. And see if we can actually power up the rest of our machines here. Let's do that, that, and that. And our machine should start getting power very quickly, right? Here you go. They're all powered. Everything is already set up on the power front. Now, the next thing we need to do is pull the predictions and get them into these 4 machines, right? And that should be pretty easy to do as well. So what we'll do is set up another card here. This one's going to be on extract. We can speed this one up too, I guess. Let's do that. Go ahead and throw that up to 64. We'll turn the text down to like, I don't know, 5 or something like that. That looks good. And that should be already configured there. So we'll grab that. Then we'll grab all 4 of these. These ones will go on the back, right? So we'll just do that. Sweet. Just make sure you're right click on the right side when you do this. Otherwise, yeah, you need to be a little careful there. Otherwise, you'll get them on the wrong side, right? Also, the loop fabricator doesn't need these. It's just for the actual simulation chambers. So I guess that's a thing as well. Go ahead and set the extract here. And once this gets a data model, so let's go ahead and grab one. Can't actually put it in the machine until it has a data model. Actually get its 64 prediction matrix. So we have that already taken care of as well. Now that we've done that, it has power. It has the prediction matrix and a data model sitting up here. You see here it's actually running a little kind of simulation of a fight within the machine. And it's going to hit 100%, at which point, if it fails, you get one of these, a generalized ender prediction. If it's successful, you get yourself another one called like a wither prediction. It'll be named whatever the mob is, right? So you see there the model accuracy is going up every time it hits 100% down here as well. And this will actually, I think, max out at 95%, kind of level up as it goes, right? So right now, if I hold shift here, it's at 3 of 48. And a second ago it was at 2 of 48. Now it's kind of just go up and get up to the higher levels until it gets up to self-aware there. So that's kind of the basic process. The first thing we need to do, though, is probably deal with these predictions. So these things here, we don't actually need them in this system here. We need to get them out. So we should probably go ahead and grab some more cards here. Probably do this on a filter as well. So I'll grab some of these, a basic filter. Over here, we've got our predictions. I can set all 4 of these cards at the same time too, which is nice. So I could just do that, that, and that. That'll set all 4 of those. Make sure it's on allow here. I don't think we can put these in here. Well, that's in here though, right? No, you can't do that. You actually have to pull them out. Guess we'll have to go ahead and set this one. This one will be an insert. Doesn't really matter, I guess. So we'll pull that one out first. And we'll go ahead and just insert. We should change the channel in this too. So you can change the color channel in this too. So it doesn't interact with the other items, right? So I'm going to turn this one to orange, just like that. I'm going to put it in there. So that one's on an orange channel. And the rest of those, I should probably set to an orange as well. Then we'll pull them out because we need to go ahead and add the filters, right? So that there, and then this one. And go ahead and just get those into the machine here. 3 and 4. Cool. And those should be out of there now. Maybe. Oh, I didn't set them to extract. I'm a derp. So we go here and set those to extract. So that's good. We don't really need these ones fast at all. I will go ahead and turn them up to the max without a actual overclocker. If you want to go above that, you have to add the overclockers, right? It's not that big a deal, but definitely a thing there. And there we go. We finally got ourselves a wither prediction. So it was actually successful the first time here. What we need to do is get those predictions into the loop fabricator, right? So I guess that's the next part of it. So I have my last cards here. Oh, I need a few more cards. I kind of forgot about that. Let's go ahead and grab, how many more would we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It'd be 5 more cards. So let's go ahead and grab cards here. Go ahead and grab 5. Get them kind of crafted up. The reason I'm using the card holder too is these things don't stack outside of the card holder. So if you're trying to set up numerous for the kind of same thing, it's easier to do inside here. So these ones here all be set to extract. The time doesn't really matter at all, or the amount, because it'll only be producing one at a time anyway. So that's fine there. And then we'll probably want to set a channel on this one. So we'll go up to pink on this one. And this one will just be a standard insert, again pink. And now we are pretty much good on cards, right? So let's go ahead and pull them out. The insert will be on this one right here. You go. And then we'll just put the extract on all the rest here. That, and that right there. And now the prediction should be out of there, and it should be up in this machine. So you can see the prediction is here now. All we have to do now is choose. So some of the items, when you actually produce them, have multiple options. You have to tell the machine, basically program it, what it's going to do with that particular prediction. So if I click on the Nether star here, every time it gets one of those predictions from this point forward, basically, it's going to always make a Nether star first, at which point we just need to kind of get that into the system. And we are done. So this is already pretty much done here. Let's do one new channel here. So we'll do teal. I guess it'll be our extract. Transfer amount doesn't really matter. Actually, transfer amount does matter on that one, because some of the items produce a bunch at once. So I'll go ahead and throw an overclocker on that one and turn that up to, let's just put max. There you go. Instead of 64, set that one down to 5 for whatever reason, and that should be good there. Then that one will be, the extract will be on the loop fabricator. Let's go ahead and pull those out too. That. This one needs to be teal as well. There you go. Go ahead and do an extract on this, and then just an insert into the interface, and this automation is done, I think. Go. So that pulled it out. These are producing. Everything's good in the world, and that's fully automated. So that's going to be how we automate that with LaserIO. And I could already set up more. Like I said, I just don't think I need any of those other data bottles right now at all whatsoever. Like, I think we're pretty much useless in this regards. Like, I don't need the skeletons. I could throw a blaze in here. The whole process will start. It'll start leveling up. This one's already at 69%. I could set the filter and get extra blaze rods. But honestly, I don't even think we need these blaze rods. Unless I switch off the mob farm, which is a possibility. Actually, we're not even getting these from the mob farm, are we? We're getting them from sifting. I'm not used to that. Either way, you get the idea here. I will have to set the filter again when we get a successful one. Maybe I will leave this one in here, but I really don't need the piglin or the skeleton at this point, so I'm not going to worry about it. But that's full automation, which is amazing, right? Not too bad at all. Pretty simple, pretty simple. It's a little complicated, I guess, this mod, with the amount of cards you have to set up, right? And I could have done a little less cards, but I really want to keep it very clear as well. but at the same time, I mean, it works, right? It does the thing. Just like that, we got everything fully automated. I went ahead through the Blaze one in here as well. Oh, there's one right there. See there, it's going to do that. Get 16 and pulls it out. Everything's good in the world. Also, one thing to mention about this as well is you can see how much power they're using. You just kind of hover over them and hold shift there. This one's using 2,560 FE a tick. And then I guess this one here is only 256. So depending on the mob will determine how much power they're actually using. I think the only one that really uses any amount of power is probably this one, right? Yeah, 4,096. And the Piglet, oh, that one's big too. 16,384. And we'll definitely have to do that one as well at some point. So that'll be pretty much it for now. I may go ahead and add a sheep, like I said, but really not much of a worry. We're still getting string from the mob farm. But 82 really does use a ton of wool when you start making all your dense cables, right? So these cables right here, which I don't know why is exposed, but either way, I'll go ahead and cover that up in a second. Yeah, it uses tons of it. You just burn through it like it's nothing. So the next thing I want to go ahead and do is set up a new machine here. These are called ME requesters. They're from the mod ME requester, right? Really easy to make, not too bad. Really good at keeping like set, I guess, amounts of items inside the system, right? So really good for that. So if I said, you know, I want to keep 10,000 sticks, I could put sticks here. I could set the amount, you know what I mean? So I'd set it to 10,000, then tell it the batch size. So that's the amount it creates every time it gets under that number, right? So it's pretty cool and very useful. The first thing I want to set it up for actually is for the prediction matrix. So here, right? So right now it crafts 16, and then every time it would use the 16, I guess it would start crafting more to put it back into the interface, right? And that keeps it kind of crafting really a lot in the background. So what I want to do is change the amount it stocks, right? So first off, I'll set that to 64. So there's always 64 in the system. But I'm going to tell the batch size to keep 1,000. And what that's basically going to do is make it so every time we go under 64 inside the system, it'll make that nice big batch of 1,000. And then it doesn't have to craft it again for a long time. I'll just kind of keep it there, right? So it's just a very easy way to kind of keep that always stocked. And then you use that for all kinds of different things that you craft with, or different materials that you have being stocked in your systems, right? So they're just very useful for that. Oh, you can also tell what they're doing too. I guess you go here and hold shift. Idling, the requester is now idling, so it's just waiting for something. Missing ingredients, you have that one there. Crafting, the system is currently crafting. Then exporting, that's one you have to watch for, I guess. The red is you don't have one of the crafting materials. The other one would be exporting. It means it was crafting it, then you probably broke a machine. It doesn't know where to send it anymore. It's stuck inside the requester, so you have to kind of reset it and stuff, right? But you just tell by this little bar here exactly what it's doing, and when it's working, these machines light up as well, so you have an indication that it's actually doing stuff. That's the only thing I can think of right now that I need to kind of keep stocked like that. I don't think we're really doing any auto crafting yet that I need to kind of keep amount of, but it'll definitely come up over time, and I usually end up with about 10 of these things because they're very nice to have. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap this one up here. So as always, if you guys like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.